Stream is starting. The Captain Coder at the helm. Being water is ready. Today we will learn a lot. He loves the questions, he loves to sing. Join our Discord and follow him.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to you, wherever you happen to be in the world. I hope you're having a beautiful day. BK, I didn't adjust anything. OBS had an update and Firebot had an update, so that could be affecting it. It also could just be a little bit of a delay. It's hard to get it right. I know that the delay might be changing a little bit. But it's so nice to have the whole crew with us here on this beautiful Tuesday. Happy Tuesday, everybody. I hope you're having a beautiful day. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, where you happen to be. Good morning from me to you here, deep in the bunkers, deep in a mountain bunker in the middle of the southwestern United States, where no one can get me. Not even the sun. BK, thank you for the hat redeem. Deep in the bowels of the earth. Protected from the sun. We have the whole crew here. It's so nice to have all of you guys here. Poostack, congratulations on your exclamation point first. Redmer, saw you up there. How you been, my friend? Corfless, welcome aboard. We got BK Def, Tawny Does Stuff, Captain Anosa. You guys are all incredible. Don't forget the exclamation point here. Get your daily bonus points. Tawny's doing awesome stuff with your work. Doing awesome stuff with school. Poostack, thank you for the hat redeem. We're going to add that to the stack there. Oh, yeah. Popcorn, welcome back to the stream. Code Monk, and RJ. Welcome aboard, my friends. Come on to Captain Coder's Academy ship, folks. Let's take a look here. And just so you have something to read, well, I say good morning to everyone. G, it's so wonderful to see you. G, how the heck have you been? What have you been working on? I hope things are going well. I hope you're doing well. It's great to have you here on this beautiful day. G says, usually the delay between subtitles is because chat is faster than videos. Yeah, the chat is usually quite a bit faster. I tried to add a little bit of a delay. It lines up, it's a little bit off for me, so the text should be, I'm trying to set the text to come before it. That's okay. Dram, how the heck you been? How's your project coming along, Dramlux? If I missed a hat, let me know. I need to set it up so the hat I need to have it make a little bing sound or something and have a hat counter so I know how many hats we need. XKCD, yeah, we're talking about Minnesota here. Dramulx, welcome back to the stream. Dragon Dust, welcome back, my friend. How are you today? Congratulations on those points, my friend. Dragon Dust, nice to have you here. Nerd Waffle, cool guy, how you been? Nerd Waffle, what have you been up to? You been making art? Artie says, first time I've seen that, I thought that was a video in memory of. No, not in a video in memory of. No, a video in excitement for. A video in excitement for. McNets, I'm doing absolutely wonderful. Howdy. How you doing, my friend? I hope you're doing well. Popcorn, it's nice to see you. If I missed anyone, let me know. Kovalaki, I'm not sure if I said hello, but Kovalaki, thank you for being here. I hope you're having a beautiful day. There's so much going on in the chat. I'm so sorry if I missed something. Feel free to @ me or do exclamation point question. Poostack has a question for us. Let's have a look here. Blast Code, welcome to stream. CS is pretty easy for me unless I'm making an animated website or something like that with 3GS. I think the issue, and Blast Codes, welcome to the stream. It's great to have you with us on this beautiful Tuesday. My biggest challenge with CSS is it's so easy. It's so easy to end up in the sea of complexity where you're doing all kinds of crazy different stuff all over the place, and then you're not quite sure where your classes come from. So I think modern CSS is really nice. It's just easy to end up in a painful spot. All right, Poostack has a question for us. Let's have a look here. Let's have a look. See, Cap, I have a question. There we go. I visited one stream, and in that stream, people were discussing viability of programming languages. And there were statements like, if you program in Java, you are terrible. Same with Python. What is your opinion on that? Answer vocally if possible. All right, so my opinion on, I think it is bad to meme. You can meme all you want. Meme all you want on programming languages. I think it is bad to do. I think it is bad for programming. It's bad for new programmers, especially for someone to discourage you from using a programming language because you think it's terrible. I actually think if you want a high-paying job, if you want to kind of guarantee you get a high-paying job, the two, not necessarily guarantee, but you want to get a job and you want to be hireable, highly employable, become an expert in Java or PHP. Those are two languages I don't want to write in. I don't want to write code in Java very often. I don't want to write code in PHP. That's not my favorite language to use, but boy, can you make a lot of money in those two languages. Fortran's another one, but that one's a little bit more archaic. So I think it hurts the programming community saying things like this. I think that there are programming languages that are better than others, of course. You guys will rarely see me use Python. Do I know how to write code in Python? Absolutely. I've done LeetCode code in C++. Blasts. Can I shift these skills to some kind of software? LeetCode code is not the most practical from a standpoint of software development, but you do learn how to solve problems, which comes into play while you are doing software engineering. So they come up on occasion. It's good to know under the hood what algorithm is being used here. Is it a linked list under the hood? Should I be using a dynamic array or should I be using a regular array? What type of stuff do I need to be using? So that's sort of my opinion on it. I think it is not healthy for the programming community to make statements like this. We're hamsters. Excellent. I love that. The best language is the one that fits your project best. Absolutely. And so I don't think there is any best language. I think there are languages that are less fun for some people. There is a book that so this is kind of related, semi-related. There's a book that I love. There's a book that changed my life. It's called The Subtle Art of Not Giving an F. The Subtle Art of Not Giving an F. The Subtle Art of Not Giving an F. This book. The Subtle Art of Not Giving an F by Mark Manson. Fantastic book. Okay. I think you can apply a lot of these principles to programming. So the second chapter of this book is my favorite chapter. It's called Everybody Suffers. Poor people suffer, rich people suffer. Not all suffering is equal, and not all suffering is equal, and not everybody suffers in the same way. So some people can handle suffering better than others. And so try and find the suffering that you can endure easily. Find the suffering that's best for you. Don't try and find your dream job, the thing that you absolutely want to do. Instead, focus on what is the BS that I am good at handling. I think that is another way you can look at programming languages. Every language is going to have problems because programming is complex. At its core, programming is super complex. So find the programming language. Find what the programming language, if you're able to choose, find the one that has the least garbage, the things that you can endure the most easily. Thindle, welcome back to the stream. How are you today? Thindle, how you doing until death do us apart? Georgie, Alex, who am I speaking with? Georgie and Alex, who am I speaking with? How are you doing on this beautiful day? We got Pustak. You're welcome for the answer. You're welcome for that. Thank you for asking Pustak for such a wonderful question. Points add Pustak 500 points. That's a lot of points for asking a good question. I probably should have done 50, but my finger went fast. I'm doing absolutely wonderful, Thindle. Any day I can wake up and code with the crew is a beautiful day, and today is a beautiful day, my friend. Today is a beautiful day. Lil Nya, welcome back to the stream. What are you up to, my friend? How have you been? Thank you for being here with us. Lil Nya says, question, hello? Yes, the answer to that question is yes. Let's see here. Corpless has a question. How well do you understand mental health topics in general? I believe this will resonate people with stress on programming. I wouldn't say I'm not even close to being a expert or anything like that. I personally don't feel comfortable speaking in any sort of capacity on mental health. What I can say is I have struggled with my own personal mental health in the past, and for me, what worked was not what worked, but I will say what continues to work for me is making sure I try and stay social. So socialization is really important for human mental well-being. I know that much. And then for me, finding the right therapist, and then I am chemically treated for some mental challenges. So and I was really resistant to the chemical treatment. Chemical treatment means I'm on medicine. I was very resistant to medical treatment for a really long time. And I those are sort of where I'm going with it is you have to consult a doctor, consult a therapist, and do what is best for you, because there's no silver bullet to the answer. This is an interesting question. Thank you for that, Corpless. Lil Na asks. Let's check it out. Lil Na asks, when are you going to do coding and what are you working on next? Great question. Sir Peanut. Welcome back to the stream. Fancy. Howdy. Sir Peanut, it's been a while. What were we working on last time you were here, Sir Peanut? Sir Peanut, it's great to have you. So meditation is a good one till death do us part. Sorry if I missed something in chat. It's going crazy. Feel free to at me if you'd like to. If I'm missing it, feel free to at me there. So Lil Na, what are we supposed to be doing there? What did I say? What? If I missed a hat, someone let me know. Welcome to Captain Coder's Candidate. Today we are porting our chess puzzler game to a Blazor webpage. So we've been making our chess puzzler 90 different ways. We've done it 3 different ways so far. So the chess puzzle game, I think it was a card game maybe. Maybe the poorly drawn card game. We are working on, we made this game for this. We made this, that's not the right link. Hang on. You get the right thing. Oh, RJ, sorry I missed it. I need to put a little sound notification on. Thank you for the hat, Redeem. Gonna add a hat to the stack. Thank you for the hat. RJ, I'm sorry I missed it. Things got crazy. Sindel, thank you for the hat. We're gonna add a hat to the stack. Thank you for the hat. I appreciate it. All right, here we go. 4 hats deep. Look, Captain Coder wears many hats. Lil Nya, thank you for the hat. Lil Nya. All right, let's add a hat to this stack. Oh, I meant to hit the face button. There it is. Add a hat to the stack. Okay, there we go. RJ, thank you for your forgiveness. I appreciate it. It's appreciated. All right, let's hop back in here. All right, so we are going to be porting this game, which we've made a couple different ways now. We're seeing which one we like the best. We're taking this puzzle game. So this is a chess puzzle game in which all the pieces move like chess pieces, but it's only a valid move if you actually capture a piece. Pigorly, thank you for the hat, Redeem. Blast Codes asked, do you get dopamine hits from coding? Absolutely. Exclamation point dopamine to see it in action. Exclamation point dopamine. Pagorli, welcome back to the stream as well. Let's see. Tobo Nautilus.
Whoa.
You gotta get that dopamine. Tobo Nautilus with the follow. Tobo Nautilus, I would like to thank you for following me. And now Tobo Nautilus, welcome to the crew, my friend. Welcome to the stream, and I hope you enjoy your stay today. We've got Tobo Nautilus following me. Tobo Nautilus, thank you for the stream. Welcome aboard. Happy Tuesday, everybody. I hope you're having a very good day. I hope you're having a beautiful day out there. I hope we're doing well. Code Monk with the hat redeem. Did I miss any? We got so much going on. The beginning of the stream is always so crazy. Hat redeem. Thank you for the hat redeem. Let's get a hat in here. We're going. Things that look. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We only got 7 hats. You guys can do better than that. I've seen better. Chill Tetsu, I can help you with some neck stretches out. Yeah, I'm gonna need Captain Enosa. Thank you for the hat redeem. Are we gonna get a hat overflow today, folks? We might end up with a hat overflow today. Thank you for the hat. All right. We've had a hat overflow in the past. All right, we are halfway there. All expense paid dinner. Nice try, Dramok's not there. Hat stack win, yeah. Blast Code, you're so close. You're so close. Someone might be able to lend you some points, though. Blast Code's exclamation point points to see how many you got there. There is an option to transfer points, too. You get 120 points per hour for hanging out in the chat, 240 if you're active in the chat. What's the most hats you've done? Lil Nah, we did get a hat overflow. We did get a hat overflow. No worries, Blast Code. Welcome aboard. I'm happy to have you here. Here, we'll get you started. Blast Code. Here, we'll seed you some points there. Boom. If you really want a hat redeem, go for it. Go for it. Over on the archive, let's see if we can find it here. Captain Coder Live. We did get a hat overflow. All right, folks. So if you want, we did get a hat overflow. Thank you for the hat redeem. Thank you for the hat redeem. Let's get another hat on top here. We get a hat added to the stack. Oh man. Thank you for the hat redeem. We did get a hat overflow the other day. This is gonna be interesting. We got one hat. We got here's another hat. Two hats. Add a hat to the stack. There we go. People just want to see the hats. Four hats. It's almost like here we go. There we go, unsigned digit. We got your hat on. Mr. Natural, thank you for the hat. It is a stack of hats. It just keeps going. Points. Here's another hat here, folks. All right. Welcome to the hat show. Yeah, Captain Coder's Hat Academy. My camera might not zoom out far enough. It's the last hat. We got the last hat. The one hat. Gee, Hattress is coming. Hattress is coming. There we go. Kawadi, welcome back. Perfect. All right, so that if you want to see more hats, we did run out of hats for Kawadi. I'm doing wonderful. Hope you're having a beautiful day. All right, what are we doing? I need 70 hats. Yeah, that's exactly it. Look, these are just hats I happen to have. Deal now. Congratulations on being at number 11. Speaking of wearing many hats, Sir Peanut says, I'm officially a DevOps site reliability engineer. Congratulations, Sir Peanuts. Congratulations. The least I can do, 1,000 points for your accomplishments, my friend. That is absolutely incredible. Congratulations. Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome. All right, so what that Gordienko Games? Welcome back to the stream. It's nice to have you here. Okay, so the chess puzzler game is a single player chess game where you have to solve these puzzles. For example, in this puzzle, the goal is to capture every piece and be left with one piece. Our pieces can only move in a way that they can capture them. So you can't move this bishop out over here. They have to capture a piece on their move. So I could do this piece, this bishop would take the knight. I can move my rook, take the bishop, but now I'm stuck. So a solution to this puzzle is have the pawn take everything. And we got 80 different puzzles to choose from. So we've made this several different ways. If you want to play the Unity version, you can do so on the web. We made the Unity version yesterday. What's the most hats you've done? Yeah, I think we have 19 hats at this point. We're gonna set up a hat donation box. People want me to set up a way for you guys to send me more hats. So we're gonna figure that out. Okay, so we've done it in the web. We've done a console version. So we have a console version here. The console version was the first one we did. So this one runs in the terminal. Zoom in here. So this version runs in the terminal. So we have a terminal version like this, same thing. You can select your puzzle. You have a cheat option, which will show you a solution and give you some sort of it's relatively arbitrary difficulty rating here. We played around with Raylib as well. So we made a Raylib version. I loved doing the Raylib version. Unity version, I didn't dislike the Unity version, but so far the Unity version was the most complex one. The one that was, I would say, not the hardest to do, but I had to do the most extra work to get it done compared to the console version and the Raylib version. Now we're going to do a version using Blazor, the WebAssembly package, with a Blazor WebAssembly website. So we're going to put together a Blazor package here for our chess puzzler. So I'm going to make a folder here for our Blazor project. I'm going to go in, my terminal is not showing my cursor because my program turned when I ran the console version, it turned off. You make the Tick 80 version. So I'm doing yeah, Drabox. I'm doing the versions of these that I can do in C#. So we're probably gonna go do a Godot version tomorrow. If we finish this one today, we're gonna do a Godot version X, and that might be all the C# ones we do. Can Blazor make PWA? That's a good question. Blazor PWA. Core progressive web app. It looks like the answer is yes. I haven't done it. A Blazor progressive web app is a single page application SPA that uses modern browser APIs capitals to behave like. So the Blazor WASM is essentially a single page application. So we'll show it. Dev Dad, thank you for the hat redeem. Thank you for the hat redeem. Here we go. Gonna add a hat to the stack. Dev Dad, I hope you're having a beautiful day. Oh, that hat's unstable. We got to do a reallocation here. We got to reallocate some hats. You're gonna have to do a pop, and then some more pushes. Yeah. So the answer is yes, we can. So that's what I think that's what we're doing right now. So let's go into my Blazor directory here. So we're gonna do it as a WASM. So there's no backend necessary. So it runs completely on the client side. Dev Dad, how was your stream today? What did you accomplish? Tomorrow is the last day. Tomorrow's your feature freeze date, or do you have through February 1st? Folks, if you guys don't know the Dev Dad, be sure to go check him out. Incredible father, incredible streamer, incredible developer, trifecta of perfection. His app, Embedder, feature freeze coming up on February 1st. The app is coming out February 8th. Mark your calendars. Mark your calendars. You don't want to miss it. We're going to have a stack collapse here. We did a totally revamp my API version, but I love the outcome. I'm glad to hear it. Want to hear something totally unrelated, kind of a problem for a customer of mine? Well, I'll read it. I don't know if I'll hear it. We do a project with WebGL too. So Sir Peanuts, maybe we'll do it. So what I'm doing for this project is I have written a net standard 2.1 implementation of all of the logic for the chess game. And so that is our data model. And I've written a headless controller. So for the game, a headless controller again is a .NET standard 2.1. So now we are using those. And so we're sort of pushing pushing is a strong word, but we're essentially implementing model view controller pattern in a variety of different places. Saying, hey, we can use this code here and reuse it. Maximum reusability of this code in these other places is what I'm going for. Is there a good WebGL way to compile C# to WebGL? That's the question. Technically, this is using WebGL because it's a Unity project. It's compiled. It's done some stuff here, but I didn't program the WebGL. Raylib, I can compile to a WebGL project, but then I have to write it in C. So I'm not sure if I can do the bindings to the C# DLLs. Thindle says they have an application I built that stopped working today after they updated some hardware. They called and my answer is basically, I have no idea what's wrong. I have to be on site to figure out. Their entire business is running outside of regulations without this system, and my security classification has expired, so I'm not allowed to be there. Oh, yikes. It's a pretty sensitive industry, so on the one hand, they're running outside of what they're allowed to, but I'm also not allowed to go fix it. That's rough. Eileen Rude, welcome back. TypeScript would be a much better idea if you're going for WebGL projects. Yeah, I'm not specifically going for WebGL. We might do some WebGL in Blazor. Sir Peanut, that's a really fun idea to do WebGL with Blazor. Sir Peanut, before I forget, I don't know if you're on the Discord. Someone on the Discord, please add that into the recommendations or suggested projects. Here, we're just going to add that here. Blazor, WASM plus WebGL. Do it. All right, we're going to add that in here because that's such a good idea. If you want to go, this was suggested by Sir Peanut X. I love this idea. Folks, you can suggest, no one uses this. Is this forum not available to other people? It's been on the stream, on the Discord for a while. No one ever uses it. Let me know what you guys want to see. Go ahead and use it there. Eileen Rude, welcome back to the stream. It's nice to have you here. Lola Delta, how are you? Gonna take a couple days before the Swedish version of the NSA has reclassified me. Thindle, good luck with that. And Red Mirror, we do have a fancy mug. I was expecting them to figure it out and jump into the car, but not yet. Soon, maybe. So Kuwani, Raylib does have support. So Raylib C compiles to WebGL. There is some experimental stuff. Why is this so zoomed in here? So Raylib will actually has the ability to compile to a WebGL project, which is super cool. But you have to use this. It has to be written in C, so you compile to WebAssembly here. C# can't compile directly to WebAssembly just yet. I saw C# to C# Raylib to WebAssembly. So someone seems to, this thing here is something that might be really interesting. .NET Raylib WASM. It's a little bit over. What about a monogame version? Pagorli, I decided I'm not a fan of monogame. We did a Minesweeper version. We did monogame Minesweeper, and I had a couple things I didn't like about monogame. The biggest one was it's not up to date. It's not up to date. There are some minor things going on in develop here, but it's really using old XNA stuff. So you're kind of stuck in .NET 6 land when you're using it. So that was the downside of it. Good question, though. Good question. We did do some stuff with monogame, and I turned out I didn't like it. SFML. Oh, the other thing with monogame, it's really hard to get it to work on Mac. That was something I didn't like about that one as well. We did SFML. Again, the problem with this one was it didn't work with Mac very well either. Okay, we're going to do some Blazor stuff, I promise. I promise. Captain Rose says, I spent years in monogame. I converted my XNA game into monogame a while back. It's pretty outdated. That's sort of how I felt about it. That said, I haven't been doing game dev for very long. I've only kind of been doing game dev for 2 years now. Less than 2 years. Corvus, remind me again, what is your hesitation using Godot? Let me pull up the article here. So let's look at the state of Godot real quick. Lol Delta says, I'm here for the hats. I'm here for the hats. The state of web and... one sec, I have it here. Because I was reading about this. All right, here it is. This article sort of says everything. These are not everything wrong with Godot, everything that's great with Godot. This says everything that's great with Godot. They're not available. So this article covers sort of my challenges with Godot right now. Is Godot 3 was using Mono. So Godot 3 used Mono, which is a sort of a cross-platform interpreter, a .NET runtime for running C# applications. We got some awesome features in .NET 7, some even more awesome features in .NET 8. And so because of the AOT, the ahead of time compilation, the .NET's native AOT, we can actually compile native binaries for Mac, for Android, for iOS in .NET 8. You can compile native binaries that run on those, and you don't need the virtual machine. You don't need the .NET virtual machine running to do your executions. So this gives Godot 4.2 the ability to compile to those targets. However, there isn't a target for WebAssembly yet. You can't compile directly to WebAssembly from .NET. Right now, the .NET, there is a .NET binary that runs in your web browser, and so the entry point to a program needs to be like a main, a .NET main. You cannot call out to arbitrary DLLs from the web browser. And so the web here, this is my main reason for not using Godot for web builds yet, is that 4.2, it's not supported. That's what it is. Overgrown carrots. Sing me a song, no, speak me a song today. Overgrown carrots. Thank you for speaking your songs to me. The Overgrown Carrot, folks, incredible streamer, incredible hacker, hack in the box shout out. Overgrown Carrot, thank you so much for the raid. How was your stream? Tell us about it. I was over there for a bit. Overgrown Carrot has a redeem on his channel. You know how Captain Coder likes to sing you? Overgrown Carrot can turn any song into speech. He takes any song and he'll read it to you. It's amazing. It's amazing. I don't know how he does it. I don't know how he does it. You got to go check it out. What do you want? Just asking. Just asking. Welcome back to the stream. Yeah, we got a lot of hats on the stack here. I think we're 11 hats deep at this point. And we got another. We're early in the stream, so we got a while to go. But getting those next exercises in. So Corfless, that's essentially what's going on with the web development, is I can't compile to it yet. Hopefully we get some better WASM compilation support later, but we're not able to use the C# DLLs in the web builds yet. Yeah, Thindle, that's right. Unity's also using Mono. Unity is also using Mono right now. So that is part of it as well. Unity's not actually using .NET, so their web builds are sort of stuck. If I wanted to, I could go use Godot 3.6, which has Mono bindings, but then I'm stuck in another C# world as well. All right, let's write some code. Let's write some code. Raiders, what are we working on today? Just in case anyone's joining us, we are working on a chess game, a single-player chess puzzler. We've written the logic for this game. We're using that logic. We're porting it to a variety of different platforms. Have a beautiful day. Just asking. Keep coding. Keep growing. Be the best you can be. You're welcome back anytime, my friend. We'll be back tomorrow. But thank you for popping in. Thank you for hanging out with us. So I want to make a Blazor version, and it's going to be a WebAssembly version. This means that there's no backend. .NET new Blazor WASM. So we're going to use the Blazor WASM templates. Blazor WASM template. And if I do a .NET watch run here. Okay. Popcorn, chess is a tough one. I used to play chess a lot when I was younger. And by a lot, I meant probably a few games a day, at least one game a day. Chess is an interesting one because I find it, or at least when I was younger, when I was playing in person, I would find it very difficult to find fun games. So most of the time you are either better than the person you're playing against, like way better than the person you're playing against, or way worse. And so I find those games tend to not be that interesting. The best games are when you find someone you are really close match with, or if you're playing against someone who is actually like much better than you and is trying to force you to think about specific situations. So if you have a mentor in chess, so like if I was in a chess club, that was the sort of thing that you would get there. But I just don't find it as interesting. I like games that have some amount of luck now. That said, this single-player chess app has no luck. Okay, so we have our web template here. Our Blazor web template gives us this single-page application that can load some data here. We have this is just the template. We can click on it, stores data in there. So we want to we're going to add in a page to this that will be our chessboard page and have all the controls that we want on it. One downside of this is sort of how I feel about Unity too, is Unity puts, look how much stuff Unity has when we do this. Web assemblies, this the Blazor project comes with a zillion things as well. Red Marass Camp, has there ever been a community project made by members of the community? Do you mean like it's a good question. It depends on what you mean. I don't think so. I don't think we've had a like community project where multiple people can contribute and it's Captain Coder's community website or something like that. I was thinking a wiki of some sort would be really cool to do at some point, but I don't think so. Nerdwolf said, add a dice roll, and if you roll 1, you get a penalty, and if you roll a 6, you get a bonus. There's your luck system. Nightmare Chess cardboard game. There's a version of chess. Oh, Nightmare Chess. This adds a deck of cards to your chess game. So Nightmare Chess, you play with a regular chessboard, but you also have Magic the Gathering style cards that do things. So it's a luck because you have different cards. You have like counter spells. You have things like any piece can move like a queen, but then you sacrifice it at the end of the turn. Stuff like that is really cool. So Steve Jackson's Nightmare Chess is fantastic. Chess will never be the same. Nightmare Chess is played with cards, and what cards? Each card breaks the rules in a wild and unpredictable way, giving the game more twists and turns than a roller coaster. A translation of the popular French game. So like this is a fantastic, if you like chess but you find it, needs a little bit more excitement, Nightmare Chess is the way to go. Capital K Nightmare, apparently. Okay, we got to make something happen here. I'm getting squirreled. Let's add into our page here. Let's create a page. We're going to create a page here called chesspuzzler.razor. Razor is our template file. Here, hello world. We're going to do this here. And we're going to go into our layout. And we're going to make our main layout so notice, main layout here, it comes to the body. This is giving the wrapper around. We don't need a sidebar. We're just gonna put the body of the page. We don't need that. Article, can I just do this? There we go. Now we just have just the page showing up now. This, I should probably be using Visual Studio. Blazor applications start giving my program all kinds of pain when I do this. That's okay. For now, it's okay. And then our main layout, we don't need a nav, but our home page here, we're gonna have this be Chess Puzzler. And then all this is gonna do is it's gonna load the Chess Puzzler component. Chess Puzzler component, and we end up with our hello world. Now, as I make changes, let's get this. That's not what I wanted. Go to the left. There we go. Now, as we make changes, let me pull this to the side here. As we make changes to our Chess Puzzler, we should see those changes happen live on the left side. And I'll keep my terminal down here so I can see any errors that might pop up. So this watch run, when you're working on these, we have this watch run going. It will tell me as soon as anything goes wrong. So, but it does live updates, which is super cool. Every time I save, so I'm gonna do H1 Chess Puzzler. P like this. That's not what I want. Sorry. Why are you doing this to me? VS Code. All right, so you'll see on the left, it sort of updates very, very quickly for us. The idea here with my Chess Puzzler is to add some of AOA, thank you for the raid. AOA has arrived and he brought all the friends with him. Raiders, welcome aboard. iFills, welcome to the stream. Stony Eagle, Denny One Buck, AOA, thank you so much for being here, my friends. Happy Tuesday. I hope you're having a beautiful day. Howdy, shout out. Let's give a shout out here to AOA. What were you working on your stream? If you got If you got to run, no worries. We got Denny $1. Thank you for the follow. Have you met Denny? $1 followed me today. You know, Danny $1. Yeah, thank you for following me today. Happy Tuesday. We're getting close to a hat overflow. I know we're super close to a hat overflow. I feels good. Da-na-na-na-na-na. And I thank you for following. I feels good. It feels good because I feels followed me today. I feels, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. We are struggling to render glass in a vector-based graphic tool. That sounds like a lot harder than what I'm doing. That sounds way harder than what I'm doing. Nerdwolf says you might have already answered this, so I'm sorry. But what is Blazor? Is it for the web? Great question. Great question. So Blazor is a Microsoft's framework. If you're familiar with Angular or Angular is probably the closest thing. I was going to say React isn't quite right. React is like a framework. Blazor, I guess they're both kind of frameworks. Blazor lets us write C# code for our tools, but you'll notice here I'm writing HTML, and then our backend, our logic can be written in C#. So for example, I could do the following code here. We end up with what's called Razor templates. So Razor's templates were before Blazor. Razor lets us disgusting React. It happens. It happens. Look, some people like it, some people don't. J. Walter following me. We've got J. Walter following me. J. Walter, welcome aboard. All right, a nerd waffle. I'm gonna try. Look, I'm gonna try and finish a thought. I'm gonna try and finish a thought here. Blazor is a Microsoft tool that allows you to use C# for your code logic and Razor templates for your web page document display. I really like Blazor. It's pretty cool. We're using Blazor WebAssembly. So this ends up being compiled to WebAssembly. And then the front end is completely runs based on C# code. It's pretty cool. Doesn't have to make any calls to a backend. Jay Walter, thank you so much for the follow. Man Brave GG, welcome to the stream. Nice to have you. OG Mr. V, welcome back to the stream. I'm so glad you're here. How are you doing, my friend? How are you doing on this beautiful day? Popcorn says WASM is also pretty solid. I used Blazor WASM already in 2019. They've made some crazy updates to it in .NET 8 as far as the compilation goes. The size of my website went from 10 megabytes down to under 1 megabyte. It blew my mind. Man Brave, thank you for the follow. Man Brave, I would like to thank you for following me. Yeah, Man Brave. Good game, my friend. Thank you. Thank you for following, and I hope you enjoy your stay today. Thank you for following, Man Brave. Good game, my friend. Man Brave GG, thank you for the follow. Locks, welcome to the stream. Mizzard says, I wish Blazor WASM supported threads. Having everything run on the UI thread can get laggy. Absolutely. Absolutely. They need to do some improvements for maybe using web workers or something like that. It gets a little weird, for sure. DJ Beats in the house. How we doing? What are you now? What do you know, Sue? Are you saying, what are you know, sir? What am I now? I'm Captain Coder. Captain Coder is me. Me is Captain Coder. What are you? Look, I'm math. I love math, folks. That's what people tell me. Folks, if you're at a bus stop and someone says, do you like math? Don't tell them that you love math, because they tried to sell me some and it freaked me out. Freaked me out, Profits. Welcome back to the stream. So I think, to each their own. I think there are little wars and everything. We had a little conversation about what's good, what's bad, and using the right tool for the job. Find a tool that works for you and use it. Find the tool that works for that job. React has its places. I haven't used React that much because I personally find it overly complex, Blazor can get overly complex too. I personally really like it. Your spirit of insanity and math mixed together. Look, we're good stuff. Profits, how you been, my friend? I hope you're having a beautiful day. Math. Okay, folks, we gotta focus here. We're working on a chess puzzle game. Nerd waffle. Did that make any sense? Did it make any sense? So check it out. Here we go. I wanted to do something like this. Hello. Let's put @name here. So I can do a public string name equals Bob. All right, so we can make Bob a name in our project name here. If Bob changes, let's add a button. Is it on click? I might need it. It might be @on click. @on click. Because I can never quite remember @on. Let's do button here. Change name. All right. I'm pretty sure let's do a function here. Public void change name. Name equals Steve. Like this. This button, if we make it do on click, I think it's change name. All right. Let's reload. Let's reload it here. Boom. So the code I get to write is in C#, but I get to write these sort of templates here that get compiled into web pages, and then we can interact and have our code here. There's a lot of things that can get really nasty very, very quickly here. And so this doesn't protect you from doing dumb things, but it provides you tools for doing powerful things. So it can be good, it can be rough. It can be good, it can be rough. But this is what we're doing here. You guys know I teach C# to my students, and so I like trying to give them lots of tools. I'm hoping to do a project with them this term where they do a model view controller, where they take some code and they move it around to a lot of different places. Yeah, so I haven't done a lot of React. The last company I worked at, we did stuff in Angular, and I found Angular to be pretty good. Again, there's the sea of complexity. It's how you use the tools that matter. Corefliss, have a beautiful day, my friend. Keep coding, keep growing, be the best Corefliss you can be. You're welcome back anytime. We'll be back tomorrow. We may see you, we may not. If you can make it, awesome. If you can't make it, no problem. No biggie. All right, so our chess puzzle. We're gonna come in and we are going to we need to do a using here. Using chess puzzler. Wait. Oh, we didn't add this to the project yet. Let's add it to the project. Najin X13. Let me know if I'm pronouncing that correctly or not. Let's see here. We gotta think of a song here. .NET add reference. Gap encoder, logic, and headless. So give me just a second here. Captain encoder, logic, Captain encoder, headless. So we're gonna add these to our projects. .NET watch run. Now we should get this as a reference in here. While this is building, let's see. Najin X13. Have you met Najin? X13, you followed me today. Najin X13, thank you for following me today. Najin X13, thank you so much for the follow. Hope you're having a beautiful Tuesday. Welcome aboard. Using directive can only be applied to namespaces. Chess puzzler is a type, not a namespace. Oh, all right. So it's saying that I'm gonna have to name this something. But we'll call this game. We'll change it to game, so that way we can import chess puzzler here. It was conflicting with the name there. All right, so this should rebuild here in just a second. Maybe? Uh-oh. That's not a good sign. It's not a good sign when nothing shows up there. What? All right, I bet there's nothing in the console. Save? Weird. Oh, I know why. I know why. You want to know why? I changed the name of this. Now we need game. There we go. All right, so now we should be able to use the same code we wrote previously in this particular project. So we're going to try and follow that same pattern. We kind of want to, we've separated out, we're going to get our display here. Let's draw a grid. We got to load in a chess puzzle. So let's do a public. We can make this private too. I'm not sure. You should default to private when possible. That's sort of like the rule. The good practice rule is make things private when possible and then make it more privileged as you need it. So keep things as encapsulated, as hidden as possible, and if you find you need more, you can expand it later. So we're gonna have a private game state. I might need to reload this window. Game state. Private unless internal, unless public. Pudota, exactly. Welcome back to the stream, my friend. That's exactly right. And I also, so the way I get my students to do this without complaining too hard is I say anything that's not private has to have a comment on it. So public things, anything that's not private, someone else might see it, and so it has to be, you have to put a comment on it. So they go, okay, so everything gets private, and they're like, no, I have to make this thing not private. That means I have to write a comment. I have to write documentation for this thing. It's good times. It's good times. All right, so we have a game state here. I don't like that we're not getting autocomplete, so I'm gonna try reloading this window and see if autocompletes pop up for this project here. I believe in you. VS Code struggles with Blazor projects, by the way. I am not a fan of it in Blazor projects. Yeah, it just struggles. So I have to become an old-fashioned programmer where I don't get autocomplete and I have to remember APIs and stuff without it. So we have a game state. When we initialize, we need to turn this into, we're going to need a new puzzle loader as well. So our game states, because we're in the web, cannot rely on the local file system. So we're going to need to add in a way of reading files that are stored on the web server with it. And so we're going to take a look at this weather razor here. And this demonstrates how to read data from a local. So we can get from JSON async. So we're probably gonna have to store our projects in JSON this time rather than just raw text files, but maybe not. We might be able to just get from file async. Let's take our puzzles. Let's take our puzzles here, and we're gonna add them into our Blazor project. So these are our puzzles that we were using previously. We gotta add them into our web root. I'm gonna paste them in here. So we have our puzzles at our web root. We're gonna see if we can read those. What's your reason for not using Visual Studio if VSC is bad? Great question, Stony Eagle. The school I work at, we have decided as a school that our students, for consistency across classrooms, VS Code is going to be our editor of choice. So when a student enters your classroom, if it's not their first programming class, so the intro programming classes will usually teach VS Code alongside it. It's for consistency for teaching purposes. And because the other reason is Visual Studio is Windows only, and we have students on Windows, Mac, and Linux. Writer might be another option, but Writer, again, is a heavyweight tool specifically for doing .NET development. And we have students doing Python, we have students doing JavaScript, we have students doing Lua now, so all sorts of different languages. I work at an online school it's a middle school. So anyone who's new here, if you don't know, I am Captain Coder. Captain Coder is me. Me is Captain Coder, and me is a computer science educator. I teach computer science and programming at a online school for ages 10 through 14. That's my full-time job. I absolutely love it. It's my dream job. And this stream is dedicated to learning and coding and growing as a community. So I dedicate a lot of the time to making projects for my classes and releasing those as open source puzzles and challenges that anyone can do. Because I think learning should be as free and as accessible as possible. Pudota says, make them separate projects and embed resource. I missed that. I don't quite understand what you're suggesting there. Not enough computer science in grade school. Absolutely. That, it's always been my dream. Dream is a long one. The puzzle files you're saying to embed the resource. So yeah, that's what I'm doing. I'm putting them here on the web server. We could potentially host them somewhere else. We could host them somewhere else as well. But yeah, I'm going to embed them into the web app, and then they're going to be available here. I could also have them being read from a separate web source. Stoney says, makes sense. I recently bought a license for the JetBrains set because VSC just doesn't connect. It's great for terminal. I would say Visual Studio Code has been phenomenally good for simple C# projects. Blazor it struggles. It struggles with these giant. It struggles with Blazor. I found with most other things it works fine. Another benefit of using Visual Studio Code is I get to teach my students about the terminal really easily. So I will say when I use Visual Studio for Blazor projects, it's way better, way more reliable. But this is me learning what are the pain points my students are going to have, and can I find fixes for them? What can I do to force my students? Not force my students. What can I do to help my students who are going to be using this tool? And does it even make sense to use Blazor because of how painful it can be? Manbrave G asks, what resources do you recommend for learning C#? Been meaning to get started on that, but have had a hard time finding good education material that makes it approachable. Have thought about using Headfirst books. I don't like the Headfirst C# book. I have it. Give me a second. I have a couple resources for you. I just want to copy this here. I have a couple resources for you. You do PHP and TypeScript. I started with PHP. PHP was my first web-based language. Give me a second. I'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. I'll be right back. I got some books I'm going to show you if I can find them. So I'm going to explain why I don't like the Headfirst. Hang on. I'll be right back. All right, we're back. Daniel of the Dark, welcome back to the stream. Nice to have you here. Welcome back. I hope you've been doing well. Happy Tuesday. So the Headfirst C# book, which I have, when I first started teaching at a school where I joined into a program that a big part of the curriculum was students doing stuff in Unity. And at the time when I started, the students would bring me stuff and I was like, oh man, the Unity code is just so bad. They were using this book, Headfirst C#. And it teaches you so many bad practices. My problem with this book is it teaches you lots of bad practices, and there's nothing wrong with doing Unity. There's nothing wrong with doing Unity as you go, but it encourages you to jump right into game development. And again, there's nothing wrong with going right into game development, but you learn all kinds of really bad practices because the game development community, and there's nothing against it. It's like just get it done a lot of the times. And when I want someone to learn how to program them, Art, thank you for the hat redeem. We're gonna get in. All right. We're out of traditional hats, so we're gonna do a hat reallocation here. So the Headfirst book, and I know I grabbed it and then I opened it and didn't even show you anything out of it. Thank you for the hat redeem, Art. We're gonna get the hat reallocation here. All right, there we go. Exactly, man, Brave. And so I had these students that were coming with this C# code. I'm going like, this is almost unsalvageable. Almost unsalvageable. Stone Eagle, thank you for the hat redeem. Thank you for the hat redeem. Let's add a hat to the stack. Let's add a hat to the stack. We might have a hat overflow here any moment. The book. So your question was, what are the resources I suggest for learning C#? If you're brand new to programming, if you've already been programming for a while, this is not a good resource. This first one here is my workbook. The first one here is my workbook. It is designed, why won't it let me open it here? It is designed for kids. I use this with my intro students. Here. This site's actually written as a Blazor WASM project. So I wrote an interactive choose your own adventure workbook for learning C# from the beginning using Visual Studio Code. So this is the book I've used. If you already have some programming background, this book is going to be too basic. It might be good for getting started. The absolute best resource, in my opinion, for learning C# is the C# Player's Guide. It's not free. It's $35 for this book. I think this is the absolute best book for learning C# for beginners all the way to advanced, because it goes, and I wish I have a copy of this book. It's just in the other room, and my partner's asleep, so I don't want to wake her up. This book has a good tone. It's relatively easy to read, has good exercises, and there's a Discord community where the author is very active. This book is fantastic. If money is an obstacle, so if you can't afford that, I need to update this link here. Oh no, it still works. Rob Miles has a free book. It's called the Yellow Book. It's starting to get a little bit outdated. It's a little bit outdated at this point. And I don't think we're getting any updates on it soon. It's several years old at this point. It's still great for learning C#, but the C# Player's Guide is fantastic. There's a free PDF copy of this. I recommend the C# Player's Guide. You'll learn a lot. Art, welcome back to the stream. Renaud Marshall, it's so great to see you, my friend. Daniel, I'm so sorry you're not feeling well. I hope you're able to get some sleep soon. I'm sorry, that sounds awful. Muniz, welcome back to the stream as well. It's great to have you here. Linear App, come on in. What's the hats? Look, people keep wanting to see me wear more hats. We're gonna have to zoom out. People are going for a hat overflow attack today, apparently. Exclamation point hat, 500 points. You can add a hat to the stack and see if we can run out. We're getting close. But thank you guys so much for being here. Thank you guys so much for your support. Yeah, man, Brave, that's, for some people it's cost prohibitive. For other people, any amount of money can be cost prohibitive. You're telling me you have more hats? We have a whole box here. We're almost out though. We only have a few more. Hats. We're getting close, folks. We're getting close. Jelly Mike, what a cool name, Jelly. Oh, Jelly Mike, I would like to welcome you. Oh, Jelly Mike, thank you for following me. Jelly Mike, thank you for being here. Popcorn, I'm not an affiliate. I'm not an affiliate on Twitch, so we use Firebot points, exclamation point points to see your points, but I'm not an affiliate on Twitch. You don't see ads. If I was an affiliate, you would see ads. If I was a partner, you'd see ads. I don't want the ads, so I'm not an affiliate. So you don't see the point. There's no points down here. There's only points in here. And to see what you can spend your points on, you gotta scroll down here and look right there. And then you'll see you can get a hat for 500 points. 500 points. All right, folks, we got the infinite coder. That's right. Into the void we go. Okay, some great questions here. Let's come back to our C# puzzler. Art, how the heck have you been? Thank you for your stream last night. It was wonderful chatting with you. If you guys don't know the incredible Art Berkless, incredible streamer, incredible developer, incredible human being working on this amazing game right here, the Warlock Scantlet, Swords and Sorcery themed first person hack slash. You can play a demo of it on Steam. Go check it out. And then go check out his stream. You know what's even more awesome about Art? He is making his own game engine specifically for this. And he's new to programming. I'd say, Art, how long have you been programming on? Like 2-3 years, something like that. And he's building his own engine in C++. It's inspirational. It's inspirational. Art is the main reason I'm a streamer. And so, Art, I just always love to say thank you so much for getting me to promote myself, for getting me to continue streaming. We love having you here. Still alive after 42 years. It's congratulations. Smab, welcome back to the stream. We're trying to do some Blazor today. We're trying to do some Blazor today, but don't let that stop you from asking me questions. I love getting your questions in here. Nerdwolf says, the problem with the C# players is it seemed like a reasonable price, but I'm outside of the US, so it is far more expensive than yeah. So that's why I say some places 35 USD is an expensive. It costs a lot. So it can be cost prohibitive. 6 years. Sorry, Art, I got that way wrong. 6 years. But I still think you're a fantastic programmer. So what makes you a fantastic programmer is your attitude about learning and solving problems. I think that is the biggest thing that makes someone a great programmer. Let's do http. We're gonna have to import something here. We might give up and switch over to using HTTP here. We might give up and switch over to using Visual Studio. Get from, because this is going to drive me nuts, HTTP client Blazor, because the autocomplete is dying. Here, let's try something. Oh, you know what it might be? .NET SLN add Blazor. I bet I didn't do this. I didn't do that. Here, let's go. Let's reload this. Reload. Come on. Reload window here. I'm doing it as a Blazor WebAssembly project. So I'm not writing the WASM, but it's compiling to WebAssembly. It's actually compiling to DLLs. And then there's a .NET WebAssembly runner. But it's still super cool. Given that I've just added 2 board games to my Playground site, you're welcome to borrow any of the code SMAB. Which 2 games did you just add? There we go. There we go. We got compilation errors showing up now. Yes. Okay, we got IntelliSense working, folks. We did it. Now it's just going to be telling me I have a million problems all the time. All right, so http.get. Yeah. Does it have to be JSON is my question. When I do this get from, I want Culus and Boggle. Haven't added the timer, but Boggle. I'm a big fan of word games. Get from, does anyone know off the top of your head in Blazor, can I just load a text file? Does it have to be JSON? Does it Del Mar Mundo? Jason strikes again. Did you guys know Friday the 13th was about Jason? It's a horror movie. It's a horror movie about Jason. Friday the 14th. We need this movie. We need this summer. Watch out for Jason coming to a town near you. Friday the 14th. Okay, so if I do this and I don't make it JSON, I'll just get back text. Is that true? Let's try it. Let's try it here. I'm just wondering if I do it this, is it expecting the result? All right, so it's going to be then puzzles. Let's try 01.txt. Okay. Use a different call. That's why I was wondering if anyone knew the call off the top of their head. What was the call that I need to do? Get string async. Is it get string? Send a get request to the specified radio. There we go. This is what we want. This is what we want. Boom. Smab, thank you for your assistance. Renaud, what? Thank you for the hat redeem. Thank you for the hat redeem. Let's get one in here. I don't know. We're gonna have to do another allocation here. Cause this hat's, I don't think this hat's staying on top if we put it up there. Thank you for the hat redeem. We're gonna try. All right, we gotta be very still. We gotta be very careful. I paid for the best hat. Thank you. This is our programming hat. Let's add one to the stack. We got, you know, some people call it a house of cards. I call it a house of hats. All right, so we're gonna load this async here. We'll do string puzzle equals await this. We need to write an adapter here. Is it not gonna let me put in it? Just have to be an async task. There we go. This is just me figuring out what I need to do. I'm gonna have to write an adapter here for this. So let's write in. Did I miss? Let me know if I missed a hat call here. There we go. I just, Pudota, thank you for that. Smab, thank you for that. I just didn't know what the call was, and my autocomplete wasn't working previously, but we got it. Or I should call it my IntelliSense wasn't coming through. We need to write, so if we go look at our logic here for headless, we need to write an iPuzzle library. We need to implement this interface to load from our web server. So we're gonna implement one of these in our project here. So in our Blazor project, let's add in a new folder, components. Components isn't the right word. What would we call this folder here where I'm gonna add in some stuff? I guess I could just create a new folder here. I want to call it utils, but I hate calling things utils because it's too arbitrary. Let's create a thing here, though. This is going to be our server puzzle loader, like this. So our server puzzle loader needs to implement this public class server puzzle library. That's what I want. And it's going to implement this using chess puzzler. Let's call it a server puzzle library. Loaders, maybe I call it loaders. I just don't know what to call this folder. I don't know what to call this folder. And so we're gonna have a load puzzle here. And this load puzzle, ooh, can I do an inject of my HTTP client here? Can I do this? How do I do the injection here? I might need to, when I construct this thing, server puzzle library, how do I do injection in a non-Razor page? Yeah, I'm probably gonna pass it as my constructor. Is there a nice way to inject this way? Public server puzzle library HTTP client. So there's an inject option. So this is me not doing a lot of stuff like this. So would it be this? Does not take a constructor that takes one argument. Oh, on the property. Oh, okay. So I would do this. I would do private HTTP client. It probably needs to be public. That's what I'm wondering. Pedota, I've only used it there. You choose the best get method for your circumstance. Smab says, I will use get async if I want more control, then read as string async. Ooh. So public this, HTTP, get set, and then we can put this as an inject here. Okay. And this should, I'm assuming it's going to find the best option or the one that is set up as our singleton. Is that true? So hopefully now I can do .get and we'll make this a async task puzzle. See, this is why I hesitate to use this with my students, because I'm going to have to teach them about, well, what does a task do in this case? What is a task? What is async? That you eventually have to teach this stuff anyway. I'm pretty sure that that's happening here. Yeah, so the one gets added to the service here. It's like part of the default Blazor, so I'm pretty sure it's getting added here. I just don't know if this is gonna work with our injection here. I don't know if that works here like this. We're gonna find out, I suppose. Get async. You're suggesting I use get async, and then afterwards you're suggesting I use a read as string async. Get string async here, and then this bull is going to load from a puzzles slash, and then it's going to be our id.toString.padLeft 20.txt. It's hard to read. Sorry. Shrink that over there. Hero Fox, welcome back to the stream. Great to have you here. Looks like I could use another hat. Thank you for the hat redeem. Thank you for the hat redeem. Let's get a hat. Let's get a topper on here. It's like putting a star on top of a tree. There we go. Thank you for the hat redeem. I appreciate it. Yeah, so let's come in here. We're going to do an await here. We're going to do a string data like this. Bring the data in. And then we need to convert that to a puzzle. And so I'm just going to go look at the code I wrote. Data.replace line endings .split on our environment.new line. This should be a string array ranks. And then we can return a new, or this is going to be our board reader.read ranks. And then we have to turn that into a puzzle. New puzzle, like that. This is dying, like you were saying before, Smab, to have a dot call on it. The saddest part about this is that my iPuzzle library doesn't want to have an asynchronous value. Marshall says, what level are your students? I would think the injection presser are more advanced to learn than the async. Yeah, so this is the class I'm teaching this term is a second term class. So all of them have taken at least 16 weeks of C# with me. Some of them have taken more. It's called intermediate projects in C#, intermediate projects in .NET. Yeah, if you need a puzzle object from the URL, you can do get JSON async. It's not a puzzle object, Thindle, though. It's not a puzzle, and it will deserialize. The puzzle is stored like this. It's just a text file. This is the format, so it's not stored as like a smart object. Yeah, so it's nothing special here as far as that goes. I need to have this. This is load puzzle async. Like this. And so I need to there's a challenge here. I suggest reading what I said before about injecting clients and best practices. So I think you had said that I need to. I'm not sure that get asyncs are entirely multi-thread safe either. Could be very wrong here. I was saying that I'm pretty sure we apply it in this program here. In the Blazor project, it gets added here as the injectable. So you're suggesting an HTTP client factory instead, and do services.add.http. Can you send me a link to documentation? I don't usually like to just do random, it's not random, arbitrary things without understanding it. Could you send me a link to why I should do that? And I might discover it very soon when I go to do this, why I should, but I'm just asking. We need to implement this. And the major downside here is that we will end up blocking while this puzzle loads. if I do something, so I want to do load puzzle async ID like this. This is going to give me back a task of puzzle like this, and I can do task dot, I think it's, is it wait? What do I do to force this thing result, gets the result of the task, which is the same as parameter is not here. So I can do return this. Does this start it? Task dot get awaiter dot get results. So I think I can do this. Thindle, exactly. I was going to say this will block. That's exactly what I was saying, is that this is going to block, but it is what my interface demands of me. It is what my interface is demanding of me. And so this is kind of telling me maybe my interface isn't right. Yeah, so this is why there's a whole reason we have this async thing here. One option would be to create something that loads these ahead of time. Yeah, I saw. I thought I. Oh yeah, thank you. I thought I'd open it. I didn't open it yet. Thank you for this. No, do not apologize for backseating. Backseating is how I get better. Backseating is how we all get better. You get so much better. Word of advice: program with someone else. Have someone else scrutinize your code. Scrutinize other people's code. Scrutinize is maybe a bad word. Get other people to read your code. Tell you what they think is better. And then look into it and say, okay, is this actually better? Should I be doing this thing? That's how we learn. Semper Fides. Exactly. You no, Pudota, stop. No trash talk them. You learn so much by having people give you their opinions, show you these things. Look, I didn't know about this thing. And now there's this opportunity to say like, okay, well, why should I use this thing? Don't just, when someone tells you, oh, you do it this way, ask why. Why should I do it that way? What's the benefit of doing it that way? And so, for example, here in this article, you'll learn to use the client factory to create clients types with various .NET fundamentals, such as dependency injection, logging, and configuration, was introduced in Framework 5. So teaching is education, parameters is sharing. Who the teacher is, love it. Mentoring is also so rewarded. Yeah, I'm a big fan of pair programming in most situations. Okay, folks, we're approaching our first break. We got a few minutes left here. What if we made it really simple and did also sort? Yeah, so this is, so Thindle, I'm going to bookmark this. I want to come back and read this and see if this is what I really want to do. I'm guessing that this is probably what I want. The reason is that an HTTP client will lock up an outgoing socket port and it'll keep it locked for long after the object gets deleted. That means that you can end up with something called socket exhaustion and it'll stop working. So my question would be, why have they done this? Why have they done this in this Blazor application? I'm curious. Why didn't they do that? We'll help you reuse existing clients from a pre-created pool with one is free. I would be curious why the default version is using this as opposed. I did not do this. This is part of the template. This is the template that Microsoft provides. So that's my question is, why does the template have this if we're supposed to do it this way? Is there a benefit to doing it this way? Am I missing something? Is it specific to Blazor that we want to do it this way? Okay, that's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking the template is right. This is just released with .NET 8. How's the workflow with Visual Studio compared to Visual Studio Code compared to Visual Studio? I find The workflow for Blazor, very painful in Visual Studio Code. Let me say that. The workflow for Blazor is relatively painful in Visual Studio Code. I find myself fighting things that I know are Visual Studio Code or, you know, whatever tools trying to tell me and give me information under the hood. I find it very painful. I would recommend Visual Studio or Writer. I haven't used Writer for Blazor, but I would recommend Visual Studio for Blazor. Absolutely, Smab. Absolutely. This is me trying to see whether or not I actually want to have my students do this, and I think my answer is no, because it's so painful. It's very painful here. Exactly. My students will be using Visual Studio Code, so it's me learning it. Writer, I've heard really good things about Writer. I'm going to try this for now, Thindle. That'll risk creating a ton of clients. Are we sure this isn't just creating a singleton? I think this is creating a singleton. I only see the new, or is this adding a function? It is a function here. So it is a function, but I thought this, anyway, I don't know. Create a new one for each place it's injected. Gotcha. That makes sense, though. Sometimes you want that, right? One per request / run. Interesting. We're going to try something here. We are going, so I'm going to put a note here. To do, note, this is blocking, and we should probably find a different solution. Marshall, the thing that we're doing though, and Disco, welcome back to the stream. What a cool name. My students are familiar with Visual Studio Code. So the class is only 11 weeks long. So if I have to spend 3 weeks getting students to install Writer, not 3 weeks to install Writer, but getting them familiar with Writer, we lose out on that time. Visual Studio Code is cross-platform. Also, Marshall, I do have several students who use Linux in this class as well. And Writer, does Writer work on Linux? Maybe it does work on Linux. I could be wrong about that. Okay, because I've thought about it. All right, we're gonna keep going here. We're in our game. This load. When we start up protected override on initialized async here. I believe this happens once. What is the documentation? Method invoked when the component is ready to start, having received its initial parameters from its parents. Okay, so here we are going to create a new game state. We're going to say we're going to do puzzle 1, and we're going to give it a new server puzzle library. And the library we're going to, is that it? No. Oh, that's interesting, because I was going to make it take this as part of the constructor. Let's see if this even works. No, it does not. We got a console error. Rendering WebAssembly unhandled rendering object reference not set to an instance. So the HTTP isn't getting injected here. I'm assuming that it's not getting injected here. If I were to look here, console.writeLine, I bet if we look at what HTTP is, it hasn't been registered here is what I'm pretty sure. And it's gonna, yeah. Right there, it doesn't say null, but the null gets displayed as an empty string. It's not defined here. So the injection, I believe, is specifically for this. And so, Thindle, it's very likely that we need to include what you wrote as well to have this injected. For the HVU CTOR, add puzzle library as a transient service, then inject. So you're saying I should inject the puzzle library. here is what I would do without, but you know, if I was on my own being like, I don't know what to do, I would do this. I would do this and I have to pass it in. Inject the puzzle library into game state. That's interesting. It's a bit weird. This sample uses the factory. I'm gonna add that as well, Thindle. Let me get this working and then we're gonna go refactor. We're gonna refactor here. So this should require me to pass in HTTP here. JD, thank you for the hat redeem. Thank you for the hat redeem. Welcome back, my friend. Welcome back, my friend. We're gonna add a roar hat to the stack here. Oh, the roar platform. Is the roar platform still around? Anyone remember using the roar platform? I think it never got out of a beta. It's a machine learning platform. JD, how have you been? Welcome back to the stream. Welcome back in. Still having an issue. Okay, so cannot wait on monitors on this runtime. Line 12. It's pretty heavy. It's pretty heavy, Moshiko. It's pretty heavy. Doing wonders for my spine, absolutely. We're gonna come back to this. We gotta take a break. We've been going for a little bit over 90 minutes. We're gonna pop here. We're gonna take a break. Sorry, folks, that break's gonna happen. At the break, we do a stack dot clear. So when we come back, our hats are gonna be starting fresh. JD, you're in charge while I'm gone. I'll be back, folks. Don't go anywhere.
If you want to feel like you're talking with Captain, let me see if I could do my Captain impression. I am not the Captain, but my eyebrows also move in a way like the Captain.
All right, everybody, Captain's back. Captain Hat Hair here on this beautiful Tuesday. I hope you guys are having a beautiful day. Thank you guys so much for helping us have so much fun today. Captain Coder's going to get some stretches, and I'm going to encourage you to stand up. I'm going to implore you. Nice try, Marshall. You got to wait. You got to wait. That's on cooldown. You guys can't get me. Oh no, a cooldown. As a team, you can bring me down. As a team, you can bring me down, but no individual can stop me. Oh, no individual can stop me. Only with your powers combined can we get a hat overflow. Thank you for the haircut. Also, folks, I know I gave a shout out to JD, but be sure to go check out JD Does Dev. Working on a bunch of cool stuff. We're gonna go, but let's get some stretches in. Everyone, stand up with me. Stand up with me. We're gonna do some stretches. Arms up at the side. We're gonna do some trunk twist. Rotate. Oh yeah. Nice and slow, back and forth. Try and get that trunk stretched out. Oh. As you get to the edge, you don't want to hurt. You don't want it to hurt. Get to the edge there and just push it just a little bit to get that tension. Bring it back. Bring it back. Oh, arms straight up. We're going to lean to the side. Oh, hold it there for a few seconds. Then lean to the other side. Hold it there for a second. To the left. I do have bone conduction headphones. To the right. Oh, I love them. I love them. They're absolutely wonderful. I don't know how I lived without them. I don't know how I lived without. I didn't have music. That's really what it was. I didn't have music without them. Oh yeah, definitely not JD's bot. Thank you for the hat redeem and welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream. Let's get a hat in here. And then bring it all the way over. Grab a hat. Put it on your head and then lean to the left. All right, let's go ahead and do some shoulder rolls, folks. Take those shoulders, roll them up, back, and down, and we're gonna bring them back. 2, 3, 4. Add the elbows. 2, 3, 4. I'm just encouraging you to be your best. 4. Roll them forward. 2, 3, 4, add the elbows. Duct tape DevOps, welcome back to the stream. Full arms. 2, 3, 4. Oh, shake it out, folks. Let's get some neck rolls. And pull your hat down nice and tight so it doesn't come off. Head down, chin in. Let gravity do the work, and then we're just gonna roll that head around. Roll that head around nice and slow. Nice and slow. If you feel your hat coming off, just pull it on a little bit tighter. Pull it on a little bit tighter. Let's go the other direction now. Oh, yeah. Doesn't it feel good to be alive? Doesn't it feel good to take care of yourself? Love yourself like you deserve to be loved? Because you're a lovely person. You're a lovely person. If you're like the captain and you're hunched over on your computer all day. Fighting internet trolls, being a coding troll. Look, if you're a troll, if you're an internet troll, if you're a basement troll, if you're a cave troll, whatever type of troll you are, you deserve love, folks. All trolls deserve love. Let's hop back in. Thank you guys. User flavored name. It's not a personal attack. It's not a personal attack. Points at all for joining me in the stretch of 125. Beautiful points to all you beautiful people out there. Welcome back to the stream, user flavored name. It's great to have you here. Art says I was away from it. Did I achieve hat overflow? We almost there. Art, there was only 2 hats left. There were only 2 hats left, but we had at the break we do a hat. We do a hat stack dot clear. Okay, poo stack. Nice try. You guys gotta save them. You gotta unite. You're gonna have to plan it. It's a 3-hour cooldown. Okay. It doesn't like. Oh, let me get rid of this. Oh no, it doesn't like. It doesn't like me doing it here. I have another idea. I have a different idea for do this. We're gonna come back. User flavored name. Thank you for the hat. Thank you for the hat here. Look. People think this is an educational programming stream, but really it's just a hat stream. It's just put hats on. Thank you for the hat redeem. On Discord, the schedule should show in your computer's system time. So if you're on the Discord, folks, If you want to discuss with us, join in the conversation, share your work, have some good times. We do have a schedule on the Discord. So on the Discord here, this will show it in your computer's system time. Your computer's system time. So you can check it out here. Who needs code when we have hats and cats? That's right. If you guys want to see hats on stream, go check out Thindle's stream, folks.
What?
I need to add a hat pop command. That's right. Gonna go check out Zelda, host of the Captain Code or what emote. Yeah, it shows in your local time. Maybe I'll add a little comment there. Mannequin working for the jet. Look. We all aspire to be something. We all aspire to be something, Art. I aspire to be a hat rack. And that's okay. Whatever you want to do, that cat belongs in showbiz, I agree. Whatever you aspire to be, Captain Coder wants you to be it. So long as it doesn't hurt anybody else. So long as it doesn't hurt anybody else. But it's true, I aspire to be a hat rack. I'm gonna create a different library here. I'm gonna create a different library style here. This is actually gonna take in a string array of puzzle data. I'm gonna make this take in a string array of puzzle data, and when we load here, so this way it doesn't have to be async. I'm just gonna load them. I absolutely love them. These are the shocks. These are the older ones. So I have they've rebranded. So these are aftershocks. I don't know if you can see the word there. Aftershocks are now called open shocks. But yeah, they rebranded from aftershocks. I think they're awesome. If you're an audiophile, you're not gonna like them. If you're an audiophile, you're probably not gonna like them. This is gonna be puzzle data here, but I love them. I absolutely love them. I have heard if you like pure audio if you're a big fan of how audio sounds in over the ear headphones, people I have talked to who don't like these, it's because they want like crisp, clear sound. These don't block your ears. So you can hear everything in the room, and there's no speaker in them. They vibrate on on your bone here. So you sit them here and it vibrates on your bone, and it vibrates. It kind of works kind of how like hearing aid works, and it vibrates internally here. So what I will say, Marshall, is that it sounds like there is a speaker behind me. It sounds like there is a radio behind me, not a low quality radio, not like there's no static or anything like that, but it's sort of like there's a radio in the room playing. So I really like them. My partner likes them. She does gymnastics while she wears them. She does aerials. So she does aerial acrobatics. She does aerial acrobatics. So she wears hers while doing these types of things. And they don't come off. So one of the reasons she loves them is if you have earbuds in, it affects your, like, how you feel in the air. It really affects you there. So she likes them for that reason. She can have music while she's practicing doing aerial exercises. So super, super awesome. Great if you're on like a construction site or if you're on a bike ride and you want to be aware of your surroundings. Excellent for that reason. But it's not perfect audio quality. But I personally don't notice a difference. I want to keep this bookmarked, actually. I accidentally got rid of it. Hang on. Thindle, I want to bookmark these things, so I need to keep these here. I'm going to put these in a separate window because I want to come back to them. Thank you, Thindle, for those. I'm going to set them aside. Art says, maybe in the future, once they develop the technology a bit more, you won't even need to wear them on your head. Imagine a radio that not only sounds as if it's in the room behind you, but there actually is one in there. That would be so cool. Can you imagine if you were able to hear music in the room you were in? So what I will say is it's since I've been online classrooms, I can't have music. It's called paranoia. That just, you hear voices. Thank you for those, Thindles. you want the exact ones I have, let me send the link here. Amazon Open Shocks. This is not the one I have. I have this one. This is the one I use. This is the one I use. There you go. Guy who asked, thank you for reading ad 888. Thank you for reading the tags. No one ever reads the tags, but thank you for reading them. Fun fact, 888. There you go. I think someone else said 888 and I couldn't figure out what they meant. So if you were the person who said 888, let me know. But these are the ones I have. There are more expensive ones. Captain Enosa. Sorry if I missed that. Points. I remember someone did. And I hope you're not, 88. Oh, you get bonus 88 there because I don't know how to type. Here we go. I'm going to switch this up. All right, so we have compilation errors. I'm going to switch this up so it takes in a puzzle data like this. And we're just going to save that in puzzle data. And giving an int here. I have some annoying things going on here. We're going to just do this. And we're going to build this thing. We're going to load all of these. When the program loads, we're going to load all the puzzles in this way. We no longer need that. Instead, we are going to do puzzle data of ID like that. Okay, so we have an array of strings. Each string holds a puzzle, and we're going to split it this way. When our... Why was 6 scared of 7? Because 7, 8, 9. 7, 8, 9. It's a good joke. All right, here, our server puzzle library, we have to load all of our puzzles. We're going to have to load all of our puzzles here. So let's do a for int ix equals 1, ix is less than or equal to 80 ix plus plus. We're going to do it here. We need a string array data. You're all ears. You guys are hilarious. You guys are good. You guys are killing me. You slay me. Pass in the data like this. Not a new game state. This needs to be a new server puff puzzle library data. There we go. And we're going to do our calls here. Bionic Toothbrush asks, have you played any of those games lately? What games? Captain Cutter doesn't have any board games. There are no board games. What games are you talking about? Yes, I play board games pretty frequently. I've been playing a lot of solitaire chess, actually. Thank you for the hat. Good vibes. The good vibes are here. Welcome to the stream. Welcome back. I hope you have a beautiful day. Thank you for the hat, Redeem. Let's get another hat on here. We're 3 hats deep, folks. 3 hats deep. Thank you for the hat. Good vibes. How you been, my friend? Yeah, I've been playing a lot of solitaire chess because that's what we've been working on. I played Uno a little bit. Era is a fantastic game, and I played a little bit of Jenga a few weeks ago. Which ones would you recommend for 2 players? Which games would I recommend for 2 players? A good 2-player game. Let me think about that here. I have a lot. Azul. Azul is a fantastic 2-player game. Let's get distracted there. Azul is a fantastic 2-player game. And then there's a game I have. Where is it? 5211 is one of my favorite 2-player games. Azul. There's several Azul games. Azul is a fantastic 2-player game. 5211. I happen to have. We call this one Card Azul. 5211 isn't actually an Azul game. It's just. There's an Azul edition. 5211 is a really good 2-player game. 15-minute game. Takes 15 minutes to play. Once you learn it, you can play several rounds in like 30 minutes an hour. And the games end very, very quickly. It's very, very fast game. This game's for up to 5 players as well. I think this game is best with 2 players. I love this game with 2 players. Fantastic game. Great question. Great question. Splendor. I haven't done Splendor Duel. Splendor's a good one. Splendor's a good one. Not a great 2-player game. Sagrada is, oh yeah, Sagrada is a fantastic 2-player game as well. Chess is best for 1 player. Solitaire chess is definitely best for 1 player. You're welcome, RJ. All right, so we're gonna loop through here and we're gonna use our HTTP client dot, HTTP dot get. So this is where I should probably store all of my JSON, all my stuff as one file, because we're doing something really kind of horrific right now. We're doing something very horrific right now, and I don't like it. And I don't like it. We're gonna load from our puzzles, and then this is gonna be ix dot toString dot left pad 20.txt. I really don't like what we're doing here. It's gonna wait, and then we're gonna do data at ix minus 1 is equal to string get async. A wait up can only be used within async, override async task. There we go, and we return. Ooh, this is, why can't I return? Should be okay. Popcorn says, what is the what is the nougat packs for left pad? It's built in by default, I believe. It's probably in like string.pad left, yeah. Ping Eric, thank you for we gotta put in a wait here. Thank you for the follow. We're gonna ping Eric. Followed me, we got ping Eric following me. Oh Eric, thank you for following me today. Ping Eric, I'm an Eric. There's many Erics here. Look, there's a lot of Erics in the world, and I'm glad to have you all here with me. Posture check. I need to have like a thing that straps me in here. All right, so we're not getting any errors now, and so hopefully we have a game state. Nice to have you, Raptine. Welcome to the stream, Raptine. Happy to have you here. Ping Eric, I hope you're having a beautiful Tuesday. Happy Tuesday, my friend. We are working on a chess puzzle game. If you want to check out what we have done so far, we're doing it in Blazor this time. Okay, so we're gonna have our game state on initialized async. I don't even know if I need this. It's just, I think it's good practice to do that, right? We do have a few hats. Rap time, try just exclamation point hat at the beginning. I think we got to do it at the beginning of the word there. We'll get one in there for you. We're gonna add a hat to the stack. Rap time. Thank you for the hat redeem. Let's get another hat in here. Biotic toothpick. Thank you for the hat redeem. You guys just like to push hats onto the stack there. Nice job. Ooh, Phils, you're so close. Hi, Phils. Let's get you a little. I know you're new to the stream. Phils, let's go ahead and give you some bonus points. Guys, Seth, if you instead of using the conventional for loop, this piece of code right here, scrap it, initialize ix1, and then write a for loop, you will successfully waste some time. Thank you for that. It's true. That's the whole point. A lot of people stream so that they focus a lot. You know, if you talk to a lot of streamers and say, why do you stream? It's like, it helps me, folks, make sure I'm writing my code. For Captain Coder, it's mostly just to waste time. Thank you for the hat redeem, Phils. Thank you for the hat redeem. I have to move this camera up just a hair. There we go. If I missed a hat, let me know. Okay, so we've loaded these puzzles. We have our game states. I want to render our puzzle onto the stream. I'm not sure it's a thing in Rust. I don't know if you can do a C-style. JD says, funny story, I'm writing a talk on why I stream and how it's made me a better developer. Streaming for focus is surely a myth. Art, what I will say is when I first started streaming, it kind of felt like, oh, wow, this is a great great way to not necessarily focus, but I'm going to be up and coding anyway, have a few people to talk with. And then sometimes sometimes you spend 2 hours and all you have is a web page that says chess puzzler. All you have is a web page that says chess puzzler. Sometimes that happens. This is all we've done so far today. Thank you for the doy, JD. It's something. It's something. It's the world's most complex page that says chess puzzle. That's all it does. It hasn't come yet, JD. I think it's arrived. It's supposed to arrive today, I think. Or no, it doesn't arrive till February 9th. I think next week. The shipping on it's super slow. February 6th, maybe. I'll have to look at the date. No, I don't have it yet, though. I'm looking forward to it. JD, when I have it, you'll know. You'll know. You'll be the first known. That is your MVP. Ship it. All right, folks, let's ship it. It's about the journey, Hero Fox. Exactly. It's not about that. Next time your boss asks, where are we at? Tell the boss, look, man, it's not about whether or not we ship the code. It's about the journey. I'm sure your boss will love that. Smab, I like the way you have to print the webpage and then create the puzzle yourself. Me too. So once we have our game state loaded, we want to sort of initialize it out here. We want to initialize it out here. So we're going to use it as buttons, I think. We're going to do this in a terrible way here. We're going to say, if game state is not null. So if our game state is not null, we want to do some stuff with our game state here. So we need to do a for loop here. Napalm Codes, welcome back to the stream. For, can I just do a for here? For int rank in game state. And I like to pull the board out here. Board B equals game state. We'll do board. It's a whole word. Dot current puzzle dot board. Say for each rank in our board dot get board dot ranks. For each char file in board dot files, and we're gonna write some horrible HTML here. 8K more points to be able to see some Tetris, some treacherous mill. That is something I want to do as a community. If you put in a div, if I put in a div here, why would I put a div when I can put a button? Why would I put a div when I can put a treacherous? Yeah. Why would I put a div if I can put a button? Rank, file. Boom, we got all those, and then I can just put a BR here. Is this not how we do HTML? Is this not the best HTML? So, should we not just use BRs here? Oh, surrounding the whole block, that's a good idea. Div, ID, we'll do div here is a good idea. Maybe inside of here, though. Oh, yeah, inside of here. Uh-oh. Now I have to do... Alright. Here. Alright. We really just wanted it here the whole time, right? Then see my comment above. Sorry, so I'm surrounding the whole block I meant. Sorry, at 4. Can I do at this? I think I can just do this. There we go. Because, oh, I hate that formatting. There we go. Works. It works. Is that Smab? Hopefully this is what it. Look, we got buttons. Look, the buttons. We can click them. They do nothing. They do nothing. But we can click them. You can click that button if you want to. One thing that drives me nuts about. I don't like the formatter. I want to look like this or something. I don't know how to make formatting in HTML look good. Clickable buttons are great, right? Right? That's what I say. That's what I've always said clickable buttons are great. I've always said clickable buttons are great. So now we have this rank and file here. We can do some styling. Here. Let's add a method. Make a property board goes to current board game state. Ooh, I like it. Private board current board game state dot current puzzle dot board. I like it. We could really just call it board too, right? Let's do just board. Board. There we go. Smab says, or is that server side only? I missed. It really wants me to. Oh, I have to put the app for each here. Get rid of a little. Formatter is the worst. I need a better formatter. Who's making unclickable buttons? We can make them unclickable. Disabled. Boom. There we go. How does that make you feel? The guy who asked, are you glad you asked? Unclickable buttons. They do nothing. Blazor makes it simple to make client-side interaction. I feel like that is true. I have found that to be true. I personally have found that to be true. All right. Guy who asked, I hope this doesn't bother you. We'll make this disabled, not disabled. Now we can click them again. Oh yeah. Feel that click. Let's add in.
Seems good.
Oh, the formatter got me down here. Why does the formatter? Someone tell me who made this terrible formatter. Why does the formatter add a blank line between everything? Who thought that was a good idea? Someone needs to disappear. Look, we can argue all day about. It doesn't happen it's because I'm in Visual Studio Code, Smab. This formatter is the worst. The default formatter is horrible. This is why I never use @code block, but rather make CS file. Yeah, so a backend CS file might be the way to go here. Works on my machine. You figure that in a formatter. Yeah. Poo stack. How dare you? Yeah, so the default formatter here is brutal. It drives me crazy every time I'm doing stuff because I like to use it. Maybe in your editor.config. There's probably some. we told the dictionary that this is a word, by the way. We told the dictionary that this is a word because it was yelling at me saying this wasn't a word. I said, you know what? This is what I meant. This is definitely a word. Do you have some extension for formatting? There's one called Pretty Something. I'm sure we could get a better one. Correct. Ronald Marshall says. I don't know if you can even hear that. I don't know if my mic picks it up when I make those noises. For content, yeah. This is a maybe game state. And I guess this will be a maybe. Now it has to be a maybe board. We're just gonna pretend that this is okay. Okay. We loaded up a board. We're gonna say string text or symbol. Hang on. We always do a button. How did we get the end NBSP to show up again when we did no? We had to do something really annoying to get an NBSP to show up on blank puzzles here. Let's get the color. We're gonna get the color here as well. 1 sec. We're gonna write a private string color. This is going to take in a rank and a file. And I've written it several times. Now, so we have a rank and a file. And we're going to say rank if rank plus file is even. Return beige is what we've been doing. We might have to go find the colors here. Mod 2. Let's go find the color here real quick. Let me pull up my color picker. Color picker. You can pick your colors. Color picker. There we go. Just don't pick your nose is what they tell me. Take this color. So otherwise we're gonna return this. Honestly, these should probably be constants. Let's do some constants up here. Public const white color. Public const black color. Put this in our black. And our white here. Like that. Public, this needs to say string on it. Public const string cursor color. Public const string selected color. Like this. Like this. Where'd my color picker go? Where'd my color picker at? There we go. This is our color here. I can't see, sorry if I'm missing things in the chat. My color picker is blocking it for me. So just give me a second here to get all my colors down and then we'll get back to our regularly scheduled program. There we go. Because I keep seeing things in the chat. There we go. There we go. Art says, why are the colors stored as strings for display? It's because these are going to be the hex codes that we're going to use here. We're going to say style equals color. Like this. So we're going to store them as strings like this. And that's going to change the, so this would be background color. It's going to change the color here. So we're going to swap in the color. Put that into CSS. Nah, Smab, why would we make things more complicated? Why would we make things more complicated by adding a CSS file? Why would we do that? Captain Nosa, have a beautiful day. Remember to keep coding, keep growing, keep being the best you can be. Folks, go check out Captain Nosa, working on getting to affiliates. Fun streamer over there. Be sure to give him some love. Getting him up to 50 followers. He's almost there. Give him some love, folks. Captain Nosa, thank you for inspiring this project. Thank you for inspiring this project. Captain Enosa, we're doing this project because of you, especially with isolated CSS. So we could do, all right, so if we did it as CSS, we would want to do it this way. So here's where I'm not sure I agree that it is simpler. I'm not sure it is simpler. I'm not saying I don't dislike CSS. I use CSS all the time. I don't know that it's actually simpler. But if we come in here and we can say chess.css or puzzler.css, something like this. Okay. We could do the following where we could say white, background color white, black, background color black. Like, that's not how, Smab, what is okay. Oh, it doesn't go there. It doesn't go there. You're saying, okay. You're saying I should put like a style up here. Okay. I think I know what you're saying. I haven't done that in a Blazor application. Blazor isolated CSS. This seems like a good idea. This seems like it could be a good idea. Okay. The hatch was looking good, but sir, this isn't good for your neck. Redston, welcome back to the stream. And Baba. I don't know how to pronounce it. I forget how to pronounce it. Is that welcome back to the stream. Shriprim Baba. I'm still gonna call you Baba. Okay, awesome. I haven't done this before. Let's do a new file here. It's gonna be our game.razor.css. Okay, I like this. This is good. this does isolate it. This is the side effect of neck posture. Look, they call me the thick neck. We're building up those neck muscles so we can be a wrestler. We can go out and wrestle them. Okay, so we do white, background color. I like this. I like this. Okay, we're gonna pull this out here. I think I like this. Just for now. Oh, thank you for it. He did sing my name. So thank you for the follow. I missed it. Thank points. Hang on. Sorry, I missed it. Points and don't name the class. All right. 1 sec. I missed it there. 500 bonus points. Shri Prem Baba. Shri Prem Baba. I am so sorry, my friend, that I forgot to sing your name, but welcome to the stream, Shri Prem Baba. Thank you for following me. I missed it. Grid Paper, welcome back to the stream, Shri Prem Baba. I'm so sorry that I didn't sing your song. Welcome to the stream, my friend. Classes for different states. Class for different states. Okay. So let's take a look here. I'm not sure what you're describing. You're saying I can do this. So you're suggesting I do button like this, Smab? And the state we would do here would be white tile. You're suggesting I do this? Congratulations on your number 15 lurker person. Welcome back to the stream. Is this what you're suggesting? Just so you know, I don't know that much about web development, if I'm being completely honest. And it might actually make sense to make this a tile. That's one way. Is this what you were suggesting? What were you suggesting? Button, cursor tile. And then button. And it might actually make sense to rather not have these as cursors here. Can I add this to a class? So this is me showing my lack of web development skills, by the way. I have some expert web developers who like to hang in my apartment in a corner near the ceiling. Are they named Daddy Longlegs? There are multiple ways of either adding a data attribute or using class. So what I might do is make this a tile. I might make it a tile like this. And then if I swapped it to be a div or something, it would still work. I give this joke an 8 out of 8 legs. It's a pretty good joke. I like that. I will say I haven't heard that joke and I thought it was cute. I thought it was a cute joke. So we would do class equals tile. And then I need to add so can I just add a property here? Need to know what type of tile it is. So tile type comes this way now. So I'm going to return white. Let's see. Black cursor. And this one here is selected. Selected feels like a bad. Selected is kind of a keyword already on a lot of HTML things. So we'll change this to cursor selected, maybe. Black. Faur Harmel. Faur Harmel. Thank you for following me today. We got Faur Harmel. Welcome to the Academy. Welcome aboard, and thank you so much for following me today. Art, remember to keep coding, keep growing, be the best you can be, and welcome. And you're welcome back anytime, my friend. We'll be back tomorrow. We'll be doing some more of this. Thank you for the correction, Smab. I appreciate that greatly. Okay, so now here, can I just do at tile type rank file? Can I just do this? I lost it. I can't. Pamney. Oh, Pamney. Thank you for following me today. We got Pamney. Oh, Pamney. Yeah, I don't properly understand this. I want to learn. This feels something that I should be able to learn not too hard. I just don't know how to put it in here. Sorry, Pamney. Oh, Pamney. Thank you so much. Oh, Pamney. Thank you so much. Pamney, thank you for the follow. I'm trying to highlight it. Feels like a good idea. I think, so let's try this. Let's try this, black. Would this work? This does not work. This isn't doing, so I don't understand this. Components, all right, let's read this real quick. Isolating bundle. You normally use data attributes for this, so you just use classes for now. I want to understand this though, and I don't think I'm gonna learn it offline. Maybe I would. It's good to learn new things, Gustavo. Welcome back. Thank you for the 8 months of followage. Incredible, Gustavo. Incredible. Data attributes. So I wanted to understand what a data attribute is. Data attribute. This is in a CSS. Let's learn about this. I need to know these things. It'd be good. Data columns equals 3. Data index, data parent. Use data attributes for that. Let's take a look. JavaScript access. So I would do something like, how new you're to program? Doozies. I have been programming for 28 years. It's like data-tile. Welcome to the stream, by the way. Doozies. I'm glad you're here with us. I don't do a lot of web development. I have done it on and off. I'm at a halfway point of your coding. Congratulations on your 14 years. So I do data tile, maybe data tile color equals, and then I would do at tile type here, rank file. Okay, so it's happy to do this. State might be a good one to do it as well. Yeah, Doozies, welcome aboard. What do you work on? And you need to update your yeah, so I'm trying to understand, okay, in my CSS. So I have my CSS now. What do I put this here? How do I use that in my CSS? Let's keep reading. Let's keep reading here. So in my CSS, I'm going to specify this. Okay, so I do data tile, when I said color. If it's white. Let's copy this into each one of these. Just do it for those two for now. Maybe. In the CSS, it'll be button data tile. So I can't add it to a class. So it has to be Hang on. See, this is where this, like, I do feel like there's some level of complication happening. Some level of complexity that I'm adding here. Okay, I need to do like a full reload. This won't work. Color is a formatting concept. That's why I'm saying, like, I'm not sure. So that didn't work. Colors are formatted. Ideally, the data represent concrete information like type. Well, that's why I'm saying, like, I don't know. Data tile color equals white. Can I do like module? Like, I don't think I can do logic in CSS. CSS is a formatting type. Describes formatting. So I want to know if my tile is a white tile or a black tile or a selected tile. So I'm not convinced that this is actually the place. You need to get the isolated CSS working before you understand the CSS usage. So it is working now. I'm just saying, it feels weird to attach this to button. Tile color is selected. Feels a little weird to attach it to the button. Now I don't know what I broke here. There we go. So we have that working. You know, my question would be, what is the best practice here? Why is this better than putting it in my game eraser? I would go with a much easier approach, create classes in CSS for each color, then just use those classes in your HTML elements. I was just going to do the style directly on my button. I don't think it matters that much. Might call it tile type. Anyway, so my question is, okay, putting style in the HTML is very bad practice. Well, I've heard that. Do even CSS class work with isolated modules? So my question, I kind of like tile type here better to match mine. If I was doing a pure HTML page, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that there's anything wrong with doing CSS. I don't necessarily think it's wrong to put style tags on a component, on a generated component. So there's this idea of it is wrong. Okay, that's fair. Anyway, we can put it there. That's like your opinion, but that's okay. That's okay. Look, avoid it whenever possible. So, what is the benefit? So my question is, what is my benefit of forcing this over here now? Forcing this over here. I have a separate file I have to look at and understand this thing. If I put a thing in here that said style color colon thing, is that easier or harder to read? I'm not creating a bunch of different style sheets that I can swap out. If I need to be able to swap out a style sheet, then I would probably agree with you. And so being able to swap out styles is like super nice. So yeah, if I wanted to change the styling, is there a way where now I can say, okay, well, switch to this other CSS file? Yeah, even if it's wrong, it's just an opinion. I'm not saying this is the best way to do it. I'm saying that this feels harder to read in this way. Debugging and fixing might be harder with inline styling. I don't know. I'm trying to decide. Asking people's opinions is super important. That's how we learn. That's how we learn what's better. I try and take what people suggest and say, okay, well, why would we do it? What's the benefit to me? And I at this moment in time, I'm not seeing a benefit. They have a lot of issues. Okay. So the inline style always wins is at the end of the day. And thus better debugging and fixing time. I think it benefits reusability and thus better debugging and fixing time. When you are a single error, you don't see most of them. I've worked in big teams before, so I will say style sheets, if I was building a web page, not a web application, if I was building a big website where I needed to be able to swap out CSS a lot, I think there's a huge benefit in that way. So I'm not saying that, Smab, I'm not saying you're wrong. I think you are correct. Using style is not a good practice. Using the style tag is not a good practice. You typically want to put things and isolate things in your CSS. You're struggling with CSS popcorn, it happens. I think the inline style gets messy over time as you add more. Hated inline styles when I had to fix code after another dev. So wrap time, I was going to write a tool to generate my style for me. I don't think I'm right. So grid paper, I'm gonna argue that I am wrong here. Smab is always right compared to what I say. Smab is always right. I'm gonna say that I am wrong here. I'm just being devil's advocate. I don't necessarily understand all of this. It is really what it comes down to is I'm not a web developer. I hate that this keeps doing weird stuff when I do it. And I think I feel like I must be doing something wrong in how I'm thinking about doing this. I feel like I must be doing something wrong in the way I'm thinking about doing it. This is a hot topic for you. That's totally fair. I have argued your side of this many times, Smab. Because I think the isolation, so it's like you're separating. So here's where I will. This is where I will die. This is a hill I will die on. HTML describes your document. It describes the content of your document. It does not describe what your document looks like. CSS describes what the components of your document look like. That's my separation here. This is not a web page that's like written doing that. This is like a web, the informational content and the formatting of the document should be separated. There you go, Smab. Exactly. That's exactly how I feel. HTML describes your content. CSS describes how it looks. Because I'm doing this thing with break tags and stuff, I've like already nullified this whole concept of what it should look like here. Right? That's how I feel about it. Anyway, it doesn't matter that much. Points. Thank you, Bionic Toothpick, for reading the tags. Add Bionic Toothpick. Congratulations. Spindle, there you go. It's like, I'm like, it's like, what is the difference there of doing it this way versus that way? I feel like it's almost identical. Better than back in the day when Kuwani, tables and frames everywhere. Tables and frames. Fresh meat, welcome back to the stream. It's so wonderful to have you join us. If you're doing Blazor, then isolated CSS is a fundamental part of Smab. That's why I love having you here. Smab, I didn't know that this is how we did this. I've done this in Angular. So in my mind, I assumed it could happen. Smab, I've never done this. So Smab, you're teaching me, you're getting me to do brand new things. I have never done this data thing here. What I am confused about is why can't I add this to a class? Why can't I add this to a class? It doesn't like it. Oh, that's a new CSS feature. Or is it because I haven't reloaded? There, I can add it to a class. It's just not hot reloading properly. Okay. Class element. So the problem was like if I change this file, it's losing my styling for some reason. So then I have to do a full rebuild here. Okay. I was frustrated with the button thing here. Okay. So we have our styling there. And Smab, I don't know if you've seen me. I love the new Unity's UI toolkit. I love for the reason that we're talking about here is it separates your game. It separates your gameplay from your actual UI, so from like the informational UI, and then it separates the informational UI from the styling of the informational UI. I love that for that reason. Popcorn, I'm missing some context. Let me know if there was something that you wanted me to see. Also new CSS this that are game changing. I haven't even seen those things. Smab, I'm learning so much today. I'm learning so much. We have some buttons. We've got buttons, folks. Okay. We're gonna create a string here. String. This is gonna be content or label. And the label here is going to start out as, I don't think I can do NBSP. Do we remember how we ended up getting our label to do this thing? Label. Do we remember? I don't remember how we eventually got this to work. Where I wanted a blank space, but I wanted it to be a non-blank space. Does anyone remember how we did that? Markup string. So, and NBSP. It's gonna be markup string label. Or do I need to make it a markup string? Markup string. There we go. There we go. And then we have to do a new doozy. Let me give you permission. Permit doozies. There you go. You have to be a member in the chat for an hour before you can post markup string. Can I do this? Boom. There it is. There it is. Doozies, doozies, doozies. Thank you for following me today. Doozies, doozies, doozies. Welcome to the stream. The other thing I like about this, so Smab, here's what I like. We can do tile. We can make it a square here. Border none or border 0. We can also do width. Too many pixels here. Width 1 EM. Height. Is this the thing I can do? 1 EM. It's gonna force me to do like a full reload here. This is interesting because it's not gonna be a square if I use EM here. Aspect ratio 1/1. Aspect ratio 1/1. I can do this. I hate this so much right now. I feel like this wouldn't happen. Let's do a width. You're not supposed to. So Smab, I don't think you're supposed to do this, right? Height. I'm not supposed to specify pixels here. I don't think I'm supposed to specify pixels in this way. But maybe we will. Maybe we will. Okay. So we have our label here. And we'll do a little thing here. You should specify the display type, in my opinion. I'm using dvmin here. Sorry, I'm missing something. For scaling. Interesting. Really, these could be anything. They could be divs at the end of the day if I really want. Really, I shouldn't be using this BR here. I should have like a row type thing. I'm cheating with this. Oh, dvmin. You're saying min is a thing I can put here? Yeah, so you're supposed to, I know you're supposed to avoid them there. 32 is too many. It looks like the width and height doing DV min, though, they end up not being square because it's based off like a font thing. For what you said, sure, BK, go ahead and send it. Feel free to do it. We could also, I'm happy to take a look at it. All right. I'm going to give up for now. I'm going to give up for now with my pixels. Let's see what this is. Yeah, this is me. You can't use element to add more vertical padding. Stop. No. Brr. If you don't understand the unit, don't use it. Exactly. Smap for now. It's for now. We're running low on time. We've been going. We got 15 minutes here. We got 15 minutes to finish this. We're so close. We are so close, though. You guys don't realize how close we are to finishing this. Oh, you're almost there. BK, 24 minutes. Not going to be able to get another one in today. Not to be able to get another one in today. We're so close to having this actually working, by the way. Not going to help with the hat overload. You use rem. Raptime. You could use aspect 1. That's what I thought we tried. Aspect ratio 1. Okay. So I thought we had done this. I thought we did this. And yeah, well, so Smab, I didn't start out thinking I thought I was gonna do this in a super hacky way. Set 1 dimension with aspect ratio. Do I do 1, 1? We're so close. We're closer than we've ever been. Hang on, I'm gonna stop doing it here. Hang on, we're gonna stop doing it here. We're gonna start doing it. Aspect, all right, so we're gonna do it. Where's my tile? Here we go. We're gonna do it here. So people are saying aspect ratio here. Can I put a 1? Okay. And then I'll say width 1 EM. You need to specify a width to be able to use aspect ratio. Okay. 2 EM. It just doesn't like 1 EM for some reason. 2 EM it's okay with. That is interesting. Do I need aspect ratio if I do width 2 EM? Okay. The 1 EM for some reason it doesn't like that. Let's go with 2 EM. 2 EMs. Okay. And then we'll do font size 1 EM. There we go. Line height, but that does not include padding. All right, so we're gonna use this here. Let's bring this up in here. Get rid of that one. 1 EM is smaller than my buttons, that's true. I want it to be centered in the symbol there. We'll play around with that size here in a second. So we're gonna say if board.is occupied at rank and file, then the label is going to be equal to a new markup string. Here, let's get our piece chess piece is board.get piece at our rank and file. And then I can turn piece into piece can be cast to a character here. And now we'll get our chess. Look how easy that was. Look how easy that was. We got our chess pieces on there. Table layouts used to be so quick and easy for this stuff. It's true. All right, our pieces, that's definitely way too small. Let's come in here. Let's edit let's do live style editing because I don't understand why. Well, let's look for tile. Okay, and tile color white, maybe black. Just looks terrible no matter what. Font size, let's try 2 EM. 2 EM. What's interesting, that's pretty nice. That looks pretty nice. I think you just do raw label instead of using markup string. Ooh, Kuwani, we're gonna give that a try. Ooh, that's a good idea. Font, weight, bold. Bold. It reads okay. Maybe if we make it black. It looks pretty good on the other ones. We might have to... Beige is the wrong color. Oh no. We might need to change our tile colors to make this reasonable. We could also switch to using images. We could switch to using the images. The images I have are better than this. Use the black pieces Unicode characters. So, Mizzard, these are the black piece Unicodes. The problem, I believe these are the ones I'm using. So MJT, also welcome back to the stream. It's nice to have you here. The issue, check this out. Chess piece. The Unicode for this one doesn't fit in a single char. It actually requires 60. There's not. So watch. Let's check this out. Chess piece UTF-8. Watch. This is there's a reason I ended up doing this. I believe these are. Which one? Oh. Here's what happened. I can't use this as a char. I can't use it as a character because this too many characters. It needs to be a string here. So I cheated. I was like, all right, well, we'll just use this one instead. Can use a string, not a char. I know, but then I have to turn it into so then I have to write extra code. Larger pieces is my vote. Larger pieces is my vote. So now I have to write a thing that converts it to a string. Okay, fine. We'll write it. All right, here we go. Label equals piece to string piece. All right, we'll do this. Mark up string. You're saying I can do just raw. It doesn't like it. I'll have to look at new markup string. Piece to string. All right, so let's write real quick. Private string piece to string chess piece. Okay. Return piece. Switch. Chess piece dot pawn. Boom. Pawn. Rook. Bishop. Knight. Queen. King. Default. Throw new exception. You lose. You get nothing. There we go. Raw inside the button. Give me a second, Kuwani, to try it. Only envious should be markup string. So I need this to be a thing I put here. So I want them to be the same. So I want it to be the same. So the type here kind of needs to match, or should I do like 2-string and it'll work if I just do a 2-string? All right, so now let's try this. Pawn, knight, bishop, rook. Oh, I think I understand what you're saying now, Kuwani. Let's give it a shot. You're saying that if I have a string, Kuwani says if I have a string and NBSP, you're saying I can do raw here. It doesn't like it. Plasma Fury, welcome back to the stream, my friend. Oh no, welcome to the stream, Plasma. Plasma Fury, I would like to welcome you today now. Plasma Fury, welcome to the string, my friend. Welcome to the stream, and thank you for following me today. We got Plasma Fury here. What an excellent, superb name. Zachy, welcome back. I hope you're having a beautiful day. I'm just going to do it this way. Doesn't bother me. Doesn't bother me. 1 bit to make it a markup string in both spots. Doesn't bother me. You shouldn't need the NBSP anyway. There's a bunch to be fixed. You'll see, Smab. Here, watch. You will see if my label is a string dot. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. Empty. All right. So this. I hope you're right. I did this before and it did weird things with my buttons. Let's take a look here. Oh, at label. Look at that. Because I have an empty string, all the ones with empty strings get shifted and it drove me crazy. The button has a fixed width. You would think it wouldn't, you think this would be okay. You gotta have something in there. It's like, hey, I'm HTML. I'm gonna do whatever I want. And there's nothing you can do about it. There ain't nothing. Did what you wanted. Just make it a space. That doesn't work in HTML because you need a non-blank. You need a non-blank space. You need an NBSP. Gabriel Modog, welcome back to the stream. I hope you're having a beautiful day. Mizzard is saying to do this. What is this? Let's take a look here. Mizzard. Spacer.gif. Yeah. How do I make it a non-empty? So HTML just reads it this way. All right. Let's see what this does. All right. I don't know what this symbol is, but it sure is. It sure does work okay. It sure does work okay. All right. HTML being HTML. Beautiful, easy peasy. Look, I don't have to even know what this means. It works. Why your HTML looks weird. This is a Razor template. This is it. Okay, conscious map. It's a Bitcoin miner Unity coder. Exactly. It's just a Bitcoin miner. Don't worry about it. Can you imagine if all it took to get someone's Bitcoin miner is like, here, put this in. Here, use this. This is a blank space. Okay, gotcha. I like that. Okay, this is simpler. This is easier. This is a Blazor template, so it lets us do things. It lets us add logic to our pages document. Someone proposed that to the Unicode consortium. Yes, brilliant. All right, so we have it. There's a bug here. In my server library. Load puzzle. We need to do -1 here, by the way. So my puzzle's actually getting loaded incorrectly. This should be the first puzzle. There it is. Let's not start the whole tabs versus spaces. What do you mean, MJT? What do you mean tabs versus spaces? I've never heard of that before. Have you ever heard of that? I've never heard of it. Okay. All right. When we get tile type here, we got to add a little bit more in. We're going to say if we'll create a position equals new position rank file. If GameState.board, GameState.current cursor position is our position. This is going to return, what did we call it? Cursor. Okay. If GameState.selected position is our position, return selected. There we go. We have a tile. All right, so now we need to make it so when we click, we're so close. We're so close, folks. We're as close as we've ever been. We're as close as we've ever been, as we say over on the DevDads. We're doing on click is equal to at handle click rank file. All right, it's gonna yell at me because I don't have a handle click yet. Just give me autocomplete options? No. Private void handle click int rank char file. File. Autocomplete got me. Oh, Smab, thank you. I always forget that. And unclick. And I have to do like this. There we go. Speed programming. We're speeding it up, folks. Okay. And the click here is game state dot cursor position equals new position rank file. Game state dot select dot handle select. Okay. Let's reload. Might need to do a full reload here. Boom. Uh-oh. It's handle select. It didn't like that. Why doesn't handle select work? I don't need the at inside, thank you. Do I need the parentheses? Let's try that. Let's do a full refresh here. I'm surprised the color isn't right. It's not showing the color here properly. Selected. This needs to come first. The order here matters. This is what we call sequencing. So in computer science AP, we teach sequencing is important. Shreyas, welcome back to the stream, by the way. I hope you're having a beautiful day. The order is important. That's called a sequence of important events here. All right. Boom, 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 boom. Done did it. We done did it. We need to add a few buttons to switch to the next puzzle, but we got that working. So we have an almost working chess puzzler here. We have an almost working chess puzzler here. There's a few buttons we got to add in here for next puzzle. We got 4 minutes, folks. We got 4 minutes. We can make this work. We can make this happen. We can make this happen. Drag and drop. It's a good suggestion. I don't know if we're gonna get it in 4 minutes though. Next puzzle. Previous puzzle. Reset puzzle. Like this. Div. Like that. I want to add some space in. How about keyboard navigation? We could add that. That's not that hard to add in to get the keyboard stuff going. Isn't too terrible. This says drag and drop if you want to steal it. Absolutely. Absolutely. So next puzzle, we just got to add in some controls here. Private void next. Game state dot next puzzle 1. Oh, I don't even need this. I don't even need this. Hang on. This could just be on click equals. Doesn't like that, but we're going to ignore it. What doesn't it like about that? Possibly null. There we go. It's true. It's possibly null. Let's copy. Next. -1. Reset. Current puzzle dot reset. Boom. Next puzzle. Boom, we got all our puzzles. Look at all our puzzles go. Previous, if you put it inside the check for null, then it won't be. Oh, good call. Good call, Smam. Good call. Else. Loading. I broke it. Gotta put that in a P tag. Boom. Balance. Welcome back to the stream, Science Streams. You are the Science Streams. And you stream about the science. Did you know Balint puts on a show and you should love Science Streams? Thank you, Smab. Smab, you're the best. Smab is the best in the Northeast West. Smab is the best in the Northeast West and the South and the South. Balint, I hope you're doing wonderful. Thank yous last night for Microscopy Monday. You guys know Science Streams? Science entertains science. Balint, go check him out. Tuesday night, Wednesday night, Thursday night, every night that ends with Y. Every night that ends with Y, Balint is streaming. Thank you, actually, sir. I'm doing okay. Just tired as always. How are you doing tonight? How are you tonight? This morning, I'm absolutely wonderful this morning. Absolutely wonderful. Thank you for the hat attempt. So close. We're so close. We're so close to having all the hats. This is pretty cool. This is pretty cool. Solve this one. Here. Boom, we got a chess puzzler. We're almost there. We're almost there, folks. All right, it's 8 o'clock. You know what that means? I got to turn into a pumpkin. It's time for me to turn into a pumpkin. I got to get to work. Thank you guys so much for joining me. This is awesome. Let's do the commit up here. Let's add our projects. Git add. Let's make sure nothing crazy. Git status. Well, that's kind of crazy. Git commit -m chore add Blazor WASM project implement first pass of puzzler. Thank you guys so much for being here. It's available. Weather.json. Yeah, we're gonna have to take out all that garbage here. Just weather.json. It's true. I decided it's the sample data. Look. We'll let Microsoft store that for us, folks. We're gonna find someone to raid here. You can find this on GitHub if you want to check it out. We'll be back tomorrow. I'm probably gonna finish this off stream. We're gonna be back doing Godot. We're gonna do the Godot tomorrow. The Godot. We're gonna write a Godot version, folks. Maybe we'll do this somewhere in the web. I'm having so much fun with it. Be sure to check us out on GitHub. If you want to sponsor, you can become a sponsor of Captain Coder on GitHub or a member on Ko-fi. Thank you guys so much, as always, for being here. Remember, you got to keep coding. You got to keep growing. You got to keep being the best you can be. You're welcome back anytime. Let's see what we're going to raid. I might add drag and drop if I have some time later. Do it, Smab. I would love to see it. I'd love to see it. We got to get out of here. Let's see. Who do we got? We got Practical NPC. We haven't raided Practical NPC in a while. I'm also open to suggestions. I always love finding new people. Anyone new that maybe we could stream? Anyone here? Anyone streaming that we haven't gone to before? It'd be cool to find someone doing. You know what? We're gonna do. Oh, I thought I saw C# Fritz. Let's do C# Fritz because he does Blazor and web stuff a lot too. I often like to raid someone new if we can. Sherry's cool. We haven't raided her in a really long time. Spiridon, yeah, Spiridon does cool. Does WASM stuff. We're gonna do Spiridon. Great suggestion, Shreyas. We're gonna do Spiridon. Plus Spiridon's wearing a hat. We're going for 8 hours. All right, folks. Thank you guys so much for being here. Remember, keep coding, keep growing, keep being the best you can be. You're welcome back anytime. We'll be back tomorrow. Have a beautiful day. Join us on Discord. We'll see you guys. Bye-bye.